Welcome back to another episode of Dead by Daylight Killer Gameplay. And I decided to queue up as Dr. Giggles. I enjoy the Doctor. I like him. Character-wise, he really seems to be a jolly fellow. And he really enjoys his work. And you know that old saying that if you enjoy what you do career-wise, you will never work a day in your life. And that seems to be the case with this guy. And the fact that it comes at the expense of survivors, well, that's all the better. So we've got Dr. Giggles here. I also enjoy his power. It is kind of a reliable anti-loop as long as you use these add-ons, which makes his anti-loop ability a lot stronger. So he does that. He does have that going for him. I do believe these add-ons should be base because if you were to go against Doctor as Survivor, an easy counter to his ability is just to pre-drop pallets. None of which these survivors seem to be doing. So that's good for us. But yeah, you should pre-drop pallets against Doctor. It makes him a lot weaker. Because with these add-ons, you can't really run him around loops for any extended period of time. He will get you. But as I said, the counter to his ability is easy. Just pre-drop pallets. And if they were to make these add-ons base for him, I don't think it would make him very oppressive. He's not a map control killer. He can't go around the map at blinding speeds. So he does have that working against him. He's not as strong as a Nurse or Blight. But I enjoy using him. I'm not really interested in playing the meta all the time. It's very boring. And in a lot of my Survivor games recently, I've been seeing nothing but Nurses and Blights. It's getting very irritating. It seems that everyone's trying to get the most out of Nurse before her changes come into effect. And also they're trying to get better with Blight, because they feel like he's going to be a viable contender for the strongest killer in the game. And it's just really boring going against Nurses and Blights all the time. I wish the developers would get a clue and make some of the lower tier killers stronger. We would see them more often, obviously. Like, for instance, the Onryo. She's one of the weakest killers in the game. She has virtually nothing going for her. She's a noisier version of the Wraith. You can tell pretty definitively when she's coming for you with all her screeching. She doesn't have Wraith's consistent stealth ability. She doesn't get the speed up when she demanifests. So a killer like Wraith is actually in a better spot than she is, which is a real shame, because Wraith is not considered a very strong killer either. Okay, they're going to start body blocking for him. I have to tunnel people on this map. This is a horrific map for Killer. I can shut down loops to a certain extent with Doctor, but it's still a bad map. They have so much to work with on this map. I've got to make sure there's no one else around here. Yeah, I think he has a flashlight, so he might try for a flashlight save. He's right behind me for some reason now. Yeah, he can't stop that. That's good that we got that guy out. I can't remember his name. I don't really care either. He's one of the worst models in the new survivors that have come out. He looks like the Hulk with all the gear he's carrying on his body. I don't get why they went with whoever that guy is. As I said, I really don't care who he is. But yeah, he looks like the Hulk, and yeah, let's get rid of that. There's no mind game to that pallet at all, even with Doctor. I suppose I could try to shock him at the window and then vault the window, but I'm not interested in playing fancy tricks against these survivors on this map. This map's too much of a time waste. So I'll just get rid of these god pellets when they put them down. Okay, I've started using Nowhere to Hide more often. It did allow me to see... Oh, good. That worked out perfectly. Yeah, I gotta make sure to look away because these flashlights are brain dead now. They'll get them no matter what. Yeah, that worked out perfectly. Got rid of his borrowed time at base. I think Nowhere to Hide is okay. It did allow me to see the Cheryl when she went for the save. I was still in the area, so I had no idea why she went for the save at that time. These survivors are not playing as well as they could. I've gone up against Swifts and even efficient solos where they play much better than this, and I basically have no chance of winning matches like that. The problem is with the introduction of MMR, I have no way of knowing that until it's too late. Yeah, I can stop that. I have no way of knowing who I'm going up against until it's too late, and it doesn't take a very skilled survivor to work on a gen. So I basically have to play pretty much every match as if I'm going against the best of the best. Otherwise, I will lose. And that is why MMR is a very unhealthy thing for this game. Because killer players will play like that. They will assume that once they reach a certain level, they will assume they'll be going against really good teams and have to play accordingly in order to secure a win. This game should never have been pushed in that direction. Unfortunately, they did it anyway. So, but that was a fairly good match on a rotten map. I will definitely take that.